This is Infotainment. Ukamva sasi kulia chonjuma zokuti nkhani za msanguluso zabwera tikuzeni kuti kunali chani nkhani za msanguluso komanso kukhalezo chani nkhani za msanguluso. And you're with me, Sam Banda Jr. In this edition, Kungoni Festival at Mua Indedza returns after a 3-year break, and it was all packed with different traditional dances, including Gule wa Mkulu. We talk about Miss Kacha Malawi, Memory Sanjira, being appointed the ambassador of Dream Community of St. Egidio. And this is to do with the fight of cervical cancer. So we've got that to tell you about that event. Again, we also talk about our very own UK-based comedian, Dali Sochaponda, starring at Amaryllis Hotel in Blantyre. We've got a package full of a basket full of arts and entertainment. All you can do is stay right there as I bring you more in Infotainment, a basket full of arts and entertainment. But remember, this program comes to you courtesy of UNICAF. Now we begin our program with news that Kungoni Festival is back after a 3-year break, and it was all packed last Saturday at Mua Indedza, where the festival started with prayers, and then we got down to the meal of traditional dances. And this year, basically, the issue was to do with unity and love. Looking at the way the world is going, including Malawi in there, a lot of things are happening. So the traditional dances, the performances focused on love and unity. And so many things were discussed in there. And this year, the festival was being spearheaded by Father Brendan O'Shea, who has taken over from Father Claude Boucher, popularly known as Ajisare, and Father Brendan O'Shea is also known as Angozo. So it was all packed. We spoke to Professor Francis Moto, as well as Father Brendan O'Shea, as well as Mr. Gama, who was one of the dancers. Kunali Gule wa Mkulu kumeneko moto moto. Let's have a look and see what happened during Kungoni Festival.
amene kunena zona tayo sei mene timango khalai palibe chimene timava mu mtima wathumu muona ngati kuti covid imene ikutizuza kwambiri kwa ina tizuza oro titafikira apa tayambaso chonchi timolimbe tikumachitobva bwino kuti ya dziko lathu lomwe lija lakaleli ndeye
lero ndasangalala kwambiri kuti makolo achikhalidwe chathu abwereranso mchimaka kugoni anthu anabwera mwaunyinji ngati mmene mwaoneramu zimene zija zimapangitsa anthu amene anakonza zimenezi kuti asangalale zimapatsa mangolomera kuti chaka chamawa kapena nthawi ina adzapangenso kuposera pamenepo.
Mwezi uli njengali kuwalira magule amakolo watu amvekeleka mbalale yayaya iwe nankamwira tigani kaka tikajele kumunda kuli njala suwo nkango olilawo funyamwendo de.
Oh, absolutely. We weren't sure if it was going to work because COVID was still affecting our centre even at the beginning of this year. And to bring people together, it takes time to organize an event like this. So we're very excited and we're very happy that it all went well. We also had problems getting support because we're a non-profit centre. So we rely on donations. So people have helped us. We're still hoping they'll continue to help us. So it's a great day. We're very happy that it came true.
That's how it was at Pungoni last Saturday at Moa in Dedza. It was all fun and it's all to do with promoting and preserving our culture. And you saw different traditional dances, Gule Wamkuru, Chiterera, Zikiri, and what have you. So people had fun, they enjoyed. And Pungoni, the good thing about this festival is that it's apolitical. And you see a lot of people from different walks of life patronizing that event. Remember, you're watching Infotainment, a basket full of arts and entertainment. And my name is Sam Banda Jr. Now from Mua in Dedza, we go to Chikwawa, where a group of women, all the way from Blantyre, these women, they are known as Kamalatu. They are using art, drama, in actual sense, to talk about different stories, different challenges, and they interact with fellow women in various areas, basically to tackle various issues. So they were in Chikwawa, that's this week, and they met fellow women in Chikwawa, and they discussed issues to do with climate change. But in their discussions, they basically use different styles of telling these stories. So all what they use is drama, they use games, and we had time to talk to them as well. So after all the fun of talking to each other, interacting through drama, and using different styles such as pictures to tell different stories, they also donated some items. We spoke to them during the event, and let's see what basically happened during the event itself.
Ine zina langa ndi Esme Bleka ndi nzangayo
Felicitas Camlon. Kukamalatu timapanga zisuzo koma ndi gulu la azimayi okhaokha lomwe lili ndi anthu 10 tinachokera ku Nanzikambe. Gulu linayambisidwa ndi FBPC komanso diko lathu kati.
chiyambi chake chinali chonena kuti titakhala ku kwathuwe tinamva za kusintha kwa nyengo makamaka za kusefukira kwa madzi amene amasefukira kunoko. Titamva zimenezo tinapanga ganizo lakuti tibwere tizaone kuti zamve pakamwa pawokha amene anakumana ndi vuto la kusefukira kwa madzi.
Komanso kungonjezera pamenepo chifukwa yokuti vuto la kusintha kwa nyengo lakhuza dziko lonse lapansi. Ndi efi nayenso kwawo anaona kwa mavuto ngati amene la kusefukira sefukira kwa madzi komanso mene zimakuzira nde anapemphako kuti ifenso tibwere kunsanje ku Chikwawa kuno tizafufuze madera amene akhudzikaso ndi vuto lomwe la kusefukira kwa madzi n'chifukwa chake tinaganiza pagulu lathu kuti tibwere kuno.
Ifeyo monga akafukufuku kutero kundife akafukufuku ndithu ndife azimayi koma akafukufuku ndi monga akafukufuku tili ndi njira zosiyanasiyana zopezera nkhani imene ilili ndi njira yoyamba ndimene mwaona kuti panga masewero kupanga magemu kukhala basi kukambirana kuti tipeze chenicheni chake chimene chikuchitika kapena chimene chinachitika nthawi imeneyoyo nthawi ya azimayi amene monga amayi amene tinakumana nawo poyamba anafotokoza ndi titabwera pano kubwera kwathu tinabwera kuti timve kuzera mu magemu kapena mu masewero mu zithunzi nkhani zawo zimene atafotokoze zokuti tizimve monga akafukufuku
aligani chigimo basi azibwera abeni tiphunzira iso zandikondolesa.
Dzina langa ndine Melia Petro ndachokera muzi mwa Diwa.
Dzina langa ndine Loveness Khoviwa ndachokera muzi mwa Diwa tiye Jagambaluka.
Alendo anatifikira lero anatifikira ni maphunziro osiyanasiyana otiyang'anira kuti nyengo zikuyenda bwanji ndiye ifeyo tanyadira malingana ndi kufika kwawo. Ifeyo anthu amene tacheza nawo zimene atiphunzisazo atiphunzisa ndiponso atifunsa mafunso oti nyengo zikuyenda bwanji. Ifeyo tayankha kuti nyengo zili bwino ndiponso kuno tikukhala movutika.
Ineyo gawo ya lero ndapindula nayo chifukwa matupi athu anali omangika komanso sitimayembekezera kuti tsiku ya lero anthu amene abwera pano kufuna tipange chani koma titadzindikira zomwe iwo atiphunzisa ataona kuti ndi zabwino komanso zomasula matupi athu.
That's Kamalatu there, Kamalatu Arts, all the way from Blantyre, interacting with their colleagues in Chikwawa and telling different stories. But for them to continue doing this, they basically need support. So when you have women doing that and using their different skills, including theater, then you are assured that they will do their best. So telling their stories, speaking for the voiceless, as well as using their skills to express themselves. That's quite a very good initiative. Remember, you're watching Infotainment, a basket full of arts and entertainment, and my name is Sam Banda Jr. Now, all the way from Chikwawa, we go back to Blantyre. This time around, we want to talk about beauty pageants. So we meet Miss Kacha Malawi, Memory Sanjira, who is now the ambassador of Dream Community of St. Egidio, and they signed the agreement. She basically signed the agreement that's on Wednesday at Dream Community of St. Egidio headquarters, that's in Blantyre. So this whole agreement basically lies on the fact that the beauty queen, that's Memory Sanjira, will take up the responsibility of giving awareness out there on cervical cancer. So we caught up with her after signing the agreement. That's Memory Sanjira, and we also spoke to the executive director of Dream Community of St. Egidio. That's Dr. Sangari Hawa Mamari. Let's hear from the two.
The sponsorship 3.4 million kwacha.
It's a pleasure for us to have Ms. Kacha with us because we have been making appeals that we need multi-sectorial collaboration in the fight of cancer. And on top of that, we know
where the high burden of cancer in the country is coming from. This high burden is coming from the fact that there is no awareness. And we know misculture, they reach nationwide, everywhere, from rural to urban. But mainly, our focus for them is the message to reach the rural sectors. Why Malawi has a high burden of cervical cancer? Cervical cancer is a preventable disease. And on top of that, when screen detected early, the treatment is there. But the people don't go for screening. It's a slow progression disease, which can take from the time of infection to cancer, which can take 10 to 15 years. But people don't know. One will sit carrying the infection up to 10 years, up to die from cancer. So we called her, we called the team, and we say we are one. For the country to reach national, global cancer elimination goal, we need to work hands in hands. We need national ownership because cancer concerns everybody.
First of all, this is a great honor and pleasure to be part of this partnership, and I am particularly pleased that Ms. Carter Malawi and Dream Malawi have joined forces to conquer cancer in Malawi. So as an ambassador for Dream Malawi, my role is that I have to spread awareness in the rural areas and not forgetting the urban as well. So for that, I have a big role that I have to play. It's not only about getting people to be treated, but then it's also about making them understand what cervical cancer is. How is it? How do you get it? How best can you be treated? Are there any challenges after being treated? How best can you control that or get over that? So as a young person, as a young lady, I can say that I am strong and energetic. So I have to pull my energy, I have to pull everything, my soul into it, so that people, mostly the ladies and the young ladies and women, should actually get screened. They should know their status, because as we all know, if all the women, if all majority of the young ladies and women have cervical cancer, then I don't think most of us would be here right now. So we have to make sure that we should not break the chain of population in Malawi. Let's help one another, and as we already said, it's also a role, women should also play a role to help us women, to help us young girls to fight what? To conquer cervical cancer.
Yeah, that's Ms. Kacha Malawi Memory Sanjira, and earlier on you heard from Dr. Dr. Sangari Hawa Mamari. That's the executive director of Dream Community of St. Egidio, and that's a very good initiative in terms of fighting cancer, particularly with a focus on cervical cancer. Remember, you're watching Infotainment, a basket for arts and entertainment, and this program is coming to you courtesy of UNICAF. Now, continuing with our program, last Sunday there was a show at Sunset Casa in Blantyre featuring 3 artists. That's Lulu Mlaka Malilo as well as Charles Sineta. But at the end of it all, Lulu did not show up. Actually, he showed up at the venue, but he didn't go on stage, and it was all to do with contractual issues The organizers tried to discuss with the artist, but he didn't perform. He was actually supposed to be the last to perform after Mlaka Maliro, but he did not perform. But still more, despite the disappointments of Lulu not performing, after some people were furious, they still had time to enjoy the performances of Charles Sineta as well as Mlaka Maliro. And as Infotainment, we had time to catch up with Mlaka Maliro just to shed more light on his music. And he actually did highlight that he's got new songs coming out. One of them, he's worked with Pixie. So let's hear from Mlaka Maliro.
Panopa ndajambula nyimbo ziwiri za nyumbani. Nyimbo ina imene itavuke mapita mwezi uno imene chapter number 1 ndaimba Pixie. After imeneyo paliso nyimbo ina watsaweka imene itavuke before the end of this year. Takachisanathi ndibutsa mavideo atatu ndipo akunzekere nyimbo zambiri for Mlaka. This is my first show today in America, and zanipasa chidi kwambiri monga mena nemera kuti ndikuona kuti akwali ninjala and kusogola kuno arrange show properly ya Mlaka. Chimene mafokonjeza ntoti Amalawi kupitize kuti panga support ife oyimba pakani pano kuli oyimba mbiri achinyamata amene adzuka kumene amene ositenti tapange encourage tapange support and tieni tidzikonda za kumalawi kuno tidzikonda mati start wa kumalawi komanso posachedwa apo monga mene ndinenera ndikutulutsa single imene ndikuitcha kuti number 1 imene iyi ndaimba limodzi ndi Pixie.
That's how it was at Sunset Casa in Blantyre. Mlaka Maliro and Charles Sineta there, who is just finishing off a song titled Saulo. Yeah, it was impressive in terms of their performances, but the sad thing is that Lulu did not perform. To some AOBs now, the song is all about Kiss Daniel, the Nigerian musician who basically was arrested in Tanzania, but then he promised a free show. He's basically coming here in Malawi on August 27, 2022 to perform at Lilongwe Golf Club. So looking forward to that, especially his news has been all over. And moving on as well, Sun Music Festival continues to receive support, and the latest one is coming from Salima Sugar company, which has promised, or I should say, they've committed 10 million kwacha to Sun Music Festival, which is coming up. That's on September 30th through to October 2 at Kambiri Beach Resort in Salima. And apart from that, they've also they will be sponsoring a tea party. That's on the morning of Friday as well as morning of Saturday. So look forward to a tea party for the first time at Sun Music Festival. A film titled All We Have Is Us by Ashukile Mwakisulu has been nominated at Sotambe International Film Festival in Zambia. Coming up, that's in September. That's September 16 to 24. We hope the film will do very well. On that note, we've come to the very end of Infotainment, a basket full of arts and entertainment. I hope you've enjoyed what I brought unto you in this edition of Infotainment. My name is Sam Banda Jr. Keep it times as well as Infotainment. I will leave you with a performance of Dali Sochaponda, who performed at Amaryllis Hotel in Blantyre, and he had an interview later with Yango Seunda. He's actually, he also had another show that's at BICC in Lilongwe, where he shared the stage with Savado from Uganda, as well as Imran Yusuf from United Kingdom. I'm out of here. Ciao.
Not in New York, not in Tennessee, but in some little town, people see, you're from Africa? Are there cars in Africa? So I said, no, we just read the elephant. Well, you're very welcome. We'll talk about your man Trump a little bit later. Very good to have you here. Very good. Go on. Fantastic. We've got over here. Hello. Hello, what's going on here? What's your name here?
Brown.
Your name is Proud.
Brown.
Brown. Okay, and this lady next to you, is this your partner?
My wife.
Your wife, how long have you been married?
7 years.
7 years. Now, you must be very successful because she's a little bit more attractive than you. Accountant, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? This is the guy who does Saturn's accounts. Good to have you here. Fantastic, excellent. Who else should I speak to? Hello? There's some beautiful ladies over here. What's the story over here? Hello? You're very shy, don't worry, I won't make fun of you. Okay, hello? Hello, what's your name? They just passed it down. They just passed it. Who is the leader of this group? Now this one? No, shit. This is Carrie. This is Carrie, the Sex in the City over here. Yes. Okay. What's your name? Amara. And you're very young. Are you a student or are you working hard? I'm a student. What are you studying? No, I'm in college. You're in college. What are you studying? No. When I was in college, we studied.
You were great. We were actually. I'm the one who's supposed to.